If your nib's too slow and your ink won't flow, here's one of the places that you can go. Larry is here to help you through with Mr. Announcer and Cubby too. It's Larry's Fountain Pen Reviews.
Hey folks, Larry here, and welcome to my pen review. Right, so got an interesting fountain pen going on. It's really something that's I wasn't expecting. It has to do with fountain pen revolution. So I'm sure the majority of people are familiar with Kevin's fountain pens from India. So when he sent me this pen for review, it was a pen that I was interested, yes. And it's the newest model in its edition now. So for me, when I saw this pen, absolutely stunning. And you'll see it in a minute. And Kevin, I guess, has been studying and thinking, I think I'm going to step outside my safe zone and try something a little different, be more creative, kind of spunk things up a little bit in the fountain pen. So he did. And it's right here. Let's talk about this pen. I'll tell you what I like about it and what I thought I wasn't going to like about it. Here it is. It's not really a big pen, is it? Well, this is the
Tanoshii
Junior, and it's the sky blue color. And it comes in another color, orange as well. And the nib sizes for this pen is extra fine, fine, medium. And there's for an upgrade charge, you can get broad 1.1, a 1 millimeter stub, steel flex, and a steel extra fine, and an ultra flex. That's a $13 upgrade. Not bad. So this pen, just look at the detail in this pen. Stunning? Yes. Let's start with the clip. Chrome clip. It's got the little roller ball right here that'll slide easy on your pocket and it'll be totally secure. I love that little ball on there. That just right there was number one that got my attention. Number two was this beautiful thick large band around the bottom of the cap. You can see kind of, what would you call that? Not script, but some kind of
well, it's engraving.
Yeah, it's an engraving, but it's hard for me to tell what it is.
Oh, that was in English. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was the other pen that I measured.
Yeah. Maybe just some designs, what I can figure out, that's on the band. But it really is stunning, though. And I've been looking at it because I'm really curious on the patterns that's on this band. Nice pattern, that's what I'm going to call it. That really kind of lifts up the pen. And then it has a smaller, narrow band above the large band. And then up on the top of the cap, it's just black to match the cap. And as you go down, it tapers down with another chrome ring right here at the bottom. And the bottom of the barrel is black in to match the top of the pen. So let's talk about this pen. This is fountain pen revolution, first to produce in collaboration with the Japanese manufacturer. The body and cap are acrylic, and it stands out among the FPR line in terms of the quality of their finish. And that speaks for itself. Look at that. Stunning. Let's talk about the features of the pen. Converter or cartridge. It's got the premium acrylic on the body and the cap as well, with the chrome rings and clip. That all comes together very nicely. Screw-on cap, and we'll go ahead and unscrew it, and then we'll post it, and this will become a larger size pen. And the nib features a 5.5 FPR nib, and the feed is plastic. To be honest with you, when I saw this nib, I said, nah, that's not going to cut it. I don't see it performing the way I would want my pen to perform. It's got FPR on the nib. So, I'm still thinking, okay, I wonder how it's going to write. The dimensions for this pen is, as you see it capped, it's going to be 11.5 centimeters or 4.5 inches. Posted, 13.1 centimeters or 5.2 inches. And the section diameter is going to be 10.5 millimeters or 0.4 inches. The body diameter, 1.3 centimeters or 0.52 inches. The weight for the pen, when it's completely empty, no ink, is 8 G's. Okay? So, I call this a pocket pen. And pocket pens are cool. So, let's do some pen comparisons. Here's a Sailor Pro Gear right here. And this Sailor is 4.86 inches closed. So, let's uncap both of them and see how they look comparison-wise. The Sailor Pro Gear just a bit longer. And then let's take a J. Herbern pen right here. And that's going to be same size right there. Bam, just like this one. The Kaweco and the pocket pen, what I call it, the pocket pen, is just a tab longer. So let's go ahead and post the Kaweco. Kaweco! And the
Tanoshii.
Tanoshii Jr. And voila, you got, I would say, about the same length. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Announcer?
Yes.
Look at that. So, if you have a Kaweco and you post it, this is what the
Tanoshii
Jr. is going to be like. Same thing. So, I can hear people now, oh, that's too small. Well, if you have a Kaweco, that's too small, but it's a perfect pocket pen. But this one you can put in your pocket. It has a nice roll-on clip. So that was very interesting. And I had another pen just for the heck of it. I think it's the Eversharp, isn't it? Yep, right here, the Eversharp right here. And that's a little bit longer. And then a Papermint pocket pen right here. And I remember when I did the review on this one, it was a real tiny little jewel. And let's just, for the heck of it, do a comparison. I'm curious myself. So, look at that. Just a little bit longer, I think. That's it right there. Look at that. Here we go. Right here. Just a tad longer. So personally, I think this pen is smoking. Gorgeous looking blue in here. One of my favorite all colors. Just look at that. Just that acrylic just pops. And it really goes well with the black cap and then with the chrome finish touch up on it. It just looks really stunning fountain pen. So how much does this fountain pen cost? $68. Not a bad price. But how does the pen perform? That's what we're going to check next. Dun, 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 dun. Let me get the paper ready. All right. Here we go. And that was my fault. Took the nib off the paper. And this is the Junior. With a 5.5 medium nib. And the ink I'm using is some beautiful FPR Royal Flush Blue. Now, people have asked me about Fountain Pen Revolution ink. They said, Larry, is that ink safe enough to use on your high-end pens? I said, sure is. I put it on my Mont Blancs or Pelicans or Sailor King of pens. Good stuff, not going to hurt it. And let's do some writing. This is a very mighty, small, but powerful nib. Smooth nib, wet nib. It just lays down that ink. Look at that. And I'm using Tomo River paper and my endless recorder notebook. That's what, 68 Gs, I believe. Yep, beautiful paper. Goes well with a beautiful pen. And we're going to do reverse writing. And you can get a different line variation totally. Fast writing. Downstroke, cross stroke. My fault here. I did that. I picked up the nib. I've got a problem doing that, but that's just me, I guess. Sweet. Sweet. So, you know, that really caught me off guard when I read where Kevin got with a Japanese manufacturer and had the body made and put his nib, attached it to this pen, and it just made a stunning fountain pen. Affordable, most definitely. A cool pen. So I'm going to put it right on my shirt here. And bam, there you go. I'm ready to go. So I do like that little ball on the end of the clip that rolls. That's really cool. So you got a cool fountain pen here. Let's unscrew the barrel before I go. And it does come with a converter. And I've written with it just about all day long. I think I've done, 6 letters? Yep. I wanted to make sure that this pen was going to write the way I love a pen should write. Now, the size of the pen. I have small hands, so for me, it's perfect. Perfect little pocket pen. And I hold it right here. Sometimes I find myself holding it here. Now, if you have large hands, it may not work for you, but it just depends on the individual. Mr. Announcer, you have gorilla hands. Why don't you see how high you have to hold it?
It's not bad. It's got enough weight to it that I can feel it. It's not overly heavy, but it's not too light, so I think it would be fine.
And he's got really big hands, but I'm still thinking with large hands, you can still hold it here comfortably because nothing's going to be sharp. That this is where the cap hooks onto the barrel. There's the threads there. Not a problem. It's got a small section down here below. Really, rest assured you'll get your money's worth on this fountain pen. Stunning, isn't it? What's your thoughts on this pen? Leave me your comments below. Right below, leave me your comments. What do you think about this new pen from Fountain Pen Revolution? I think Kevin did a great job putting all this together. So if you go to Kevin's website, you're going to find some other new colors of pens that he's come out with. He's got a lot of new stuff going on, but you're not going to find out till you go to Fountain Pen Revolution website. You know, he's got not just pens, but inks, paper. Also, he's carrying the Vanishing Point, Pilot. So he's got a lot going on there. So we're all in the house because of the pandemic. At least most of us are. Not really doing nothing. Well, take a ride on the website and go check out Fountain Pen Revolution and look up this little baby. And you're going to see the big guy next to it. All right, folks, that's going to end up today's video on the
Tanoshii.
Junior with a 5.5 medium nib. Beautiful, stunning pocket pen. Does the job. And you can, if you wanted it in the extra fine, you can. Just look up the nib sizes. They're there. All right, folks, that's going to do it today. Take care. Be safe. Until my next review, God bless. And please, don't text and drive.